So today is day one of my new speed training protocol. I was a little upset when they made me cut my shaft down, and I think instead of complaining like I have since January 1, I am just going to get faster without the long shaft. My fastest I have recorded is 121. So my goal / dream is 122. I'm going to be using the stack system. So what's really cool about the stack system is it's got an interactive app, and to start this process I'm going to make some swings, and it's going to actually kind of start to predict at what speed it thinks I'm capable of doing. I'll be very disappointed if it's not 122, but it's a starting point. They've got lots of different protocols, I think, so it might not be, look Steve, do this for a few weeks and get there, but it's going to build a program for me. I'm really excited. Matt Fitzpatrick used this, and I think it was one of the big reasons why he did so well at the US Open. He's always been an incredible player, but that added distance he now has, I think, has really allowed him to shine all of the great things he already had. So it is my intention to really ramp up my speed, and hopefully, rather than like Matt then gets to highlight his great stuff, my increased speed is going to allow me to hide all of my other issues. So to do the initial testing, obviously I need the equipment, the stack system. You also need a radar device. I'm lucky because I coach, I have a launch monitor, so I'm going to be using the FlightScope X3. Lots of different ones you can use. Don't need to use one as expensive as my one. And I will be working off of the app and an iPad. So the plan will be, I think the iPad will tell me how fast I swung. I believe I input it into the app, and then it will do some calculations for me. So gonna do a little bit of warm up. If you are looking to exploit distance, I can't stress enough, speed training is essential. Hitting for speed is essential, but warming up is essential. If you do this cold, you're gonna hurt yourself. If you hurt yourself, you'll stop training. So all you're gonna do is be sore with no gains. Warm up, that's your warning. Or don't hurt yourself, it's up to you. So we are gonna get started. So I've watched the tutorials, really excited. So full out, let's see what I can do. So it's actually quite cool. So I've done the first bit. It then tells you which weights to put into the stack. So it comes with different weights. It's going to tell me what to do. First things first, the app's really easy to follow. Very impressed. It's giving you videos. It's kind of doing a step-by-step for you. This is going to be the first time I'm swinging that old stack system. Let's go. 100, 75. And 20. And then for guys who don't know, I have an MPhil in sports biomechanics. So although I am a full-time coach, I have spent a lot of time in academia. Sasha McKenzie in particular, but there's 3 or 4 really top guys that have spent time working this out. Quite frankly, they wouldn't put their name to it if they hadn't done the testing. So what's really cool is you're not just doing 10 of each, 10 of this, you know, all of the sets and reps seem to be different. You know, I can tell a lot of thought has gone in here. It's telling me to rest. I think I'm about to hit though. How much longer have I got to wait? Oh, gave me 30 seconds. It knew how hard I was hitting it a minute ago. Just 4 in this one, so it wants me to change again. I'm gonna pull them all out, and this time 100. 75, 60, 45. There, got all the weights on there, and it does start to show you what your potential is already in this process, which is fun. My driver speed, and again, I'd be interested to chat with the guys. I was kind of swinging it 111, I think 113, 14. I've had a bit of an injury, I haven't been training particularly hard, haven't been playing that much golf. A lot of the time, if you don't play that much, your swing speed really does drop. So it will really be interesting at the end of this process. And I'm not expecting, I said at the beginning of the video, you know, 121 was where I was with the longer club, but I was training, I was doing some speed training at the time. That was when I was back doing US Open qualifying last year, when I did train really hard. This year, didn't train as hard, didn't do as well. But it will be, like I said, I am actually genuinely intrigued to where it thinks I currently am, and I'm hoping that's going to be the, what's the word, antithesis? Is that a word? Antithesis? Going with it. The antithesis to get better. That ain't the word, but hopefully you fine fellows will work out what that is. It's not emphasis, antithesis. Maybe I speak Latin, I just don't know. And I know I just said it, but I'm very impressed. It's a very step by step, because if you get this bit wrong, it's using an AI engine to really formulate your overall program. So, you know, if you do this bit wrong, error tends to magnify. Error tends to magnify the further down the chain you get. So if you get this bit wrong, your program's going to be wrong. But it's very easy to follow, step by step. The only thing, you've got to give it your all. They're saying make swings as if you're on the course, but you've got to give it your all. If you get a few reps in and then go, oh, I'll just do the next 3, you know, you're going to do yourself a disjustice. Miss service. I'm struggling to talk today. No, I dropped the stack. So yeah, big noticeable difference with the different weights. Getting slower the heavier it goes, as you would expect. I'm actually quite enjoying doing this in the dark. I deliberately didn't try and research it too much. I know a lot about like underspeed training, and I feel like this has got an element to it, but it's a far more complicated way of doing it. They are dealing with that complication, by the way. You know, it's not complicating as the user, but there seems to be a far more individual approach to this one, which again, I'm excited, and I'm doing this blind, so I will do follow-up videos when I've actually done a bit more research into it. But like I said, I've been enjoying it so far.